Hello and welcome back. I look back at my videos that I've done over the last 18 months, and my second video was kind of an overview of our tow car, which is the Ford Kuga. Now, since I started doing the channel, we have changed our Caravan. We started off with a Lunar Quasar, which had a MTPLM of 1300 kilograms. And now we have, the regular viewers will know, we've got the Unicorn Valencia, which is 1565 on the MTPML. And obviously that's an extra 265 kilograms. Now, a lot of people, or a few people, have contacted me and asked me, how does the Kuga cope with that? So we've been towing the Valencia now for just over 12 months. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update of how we feel the car is coping. Would we have another Kuga, and are we quite happy with it? So when you go out and you're looking for a tow car, I've noticed that if you look in a lot of the magazines and the Caravan Camping magazine, the Caravan and Motorhome Club magazine, they do car reviews, tow car reviews, and they're always around about £50,000-60,000 pounds. Sometimes they are a little bit cheaper, you can get them for 40 or something like that, but for the everyday person like myself, that's way out of my price league. So we went for this Kuga, which we bought roughly about 3 years ago. It's a 2011 plate, and it was I think it was 12,995 at the time. We looked at all the reviews on it, and it had quite a good reviews. Its maximum towing capacity is 2,100 kilograms. Having said that, I would not tow with that kind of weight. I feel that would be too much. The actual curb weight of the car, I think, is 17 kilograms. So we are towing probably at the top end. We're not over 100%, we're towing at about 95% capacity. So how does it tow? Well, it tows really well, to be honest with you. It's 163 brake horsepower. This one that we've got is the four-wheel drive version. Having said that, I have never had the four-wheel drive ever kick in. I wouldn't even know what appears on the dashboard to tell you that the four-wheel drive's kicked in, because it's never actually kicked in. I'd imagine there'll be some sort of light coming on the dashboard. It's got a 105 kilogram nose weight. There is a variation on that. If you get the newer one, I think it says 100 kilograms, but this particular model is 105. So when we're towing, the only probably downside that I found with this Kuga, its MPG is not great. We're returning on a run with the Caravan fully laden around about 28 miles per gallon. I have had on a motorway run, just driving down the motorway, nice and steady pace, I have had 32 miles to the gallon out of it. We tend to keep it around about 58 miles an hour on the motorway. I don't do 60 really. It's around about 58, so it does return around about 28 miles to the gallon. It manoeuvres quite well. When you're going around corners, it's quite comfortable, it's quite stable, and when you're overtaking, it's quite stable. And I think the key to that is making sure that the Caravan's loaded properly. I tow with the nose weight of the Caravan at 95 kilograms, and it's obviously 1565 MTPLM, and it seems to tow quite well. So when we're driving on the country roads, it feels okay. There's no wallowing in the corners or anything like that. It does corner quite well, and it just feel quite stable. Particular thing that we like with this car is that you sit up in quite a high seating position, and it's good all-round visibility. The A-frame pillars are a little bit, they are quite big, but it's not too bad. You do get a good view. All-round visibility is quite good. You do get quite a lot of road noise, and I looked into this, and some people said it was to do with the tyres that are on the vehicle, whether they had winter tyres or all year round tyres, but I'm not too sure about changing the tyres just to stop that noise. But there is quite a bit of road noise when you're driving solo and when you're driving towing the Caravan. This is a titanium model of car. It's got air conditioning, it's cruise control, Bluetooth, so it's quite comfortable. It's got everything that we need: electric mirrors, heated mirrors, privacy glass in the back, so it's got quite a good package with it, really. So one of the features we particularly like about this Kuga is the fact that you can split the boot. If you look here, you can lift the top half of the boot up and still cram a load of things in, keeping the bottom half of it down, but then also you can lift it up as a full boot, which is quite handy. The boot isn't the biggest, to be fair. The newer Kuga, the boot space is slightly bigger because the vehicle is slightly longer and the boot is deeper than this one, but the boot capacity is not, I wouldn't say it's overly, not one of the best. The back seats is quite good because we can have those split back seats, and what we're able to do there is we drop the seat down, one side of the seat's down, and that's where we place the awning. It goes there, and then Molly still has room on the other side of the car to sit and put all her stuff down with her armrest and everything and make herself very comfortable. Another good feature that we find on this vehicle is the ability, it's got the front and rear parking sensors and the ability to switch those on and off manually, because there's nothing worse than you know, we're reversing up to the Caravan or somebody's walking round when we're trying to back onto the van and all it is just bleeping away. It does me head in. So the ability to switch those sensors off is a great feature for me. Is it reliable? Well, so far, yes, it has been reliable. There are a lot of people will slate every tow car and say that they're no good, but touching wood, we've not been too bad. We've had in terms of towing, it's been no problems at all with it towing, but we've had a few issues with it. This year we've had a coil spring break. The front offside coil spring broke, completely snapped. I don't know how that happened. We've had a new alternator on it, and I have found in the winter months when it gets really cold, now and again I'll get some warnings come up on the dashboard. Last year it was the four-wheel drive. It said it wasn't working, but obviously I've never had the four-wheel drive working, but when it was warm, a bit warmer, it went, and it's never come on ever again since. So I think when the vehicle's cold, it brings up some minor faults here and then, but they do clear themselves. So space wise, for us, for three of us, it's okay. There's plenty of space for us. Drive wise, it's pretty good. When we're not towing, we can get around. On a decent run, we can get around about 42 to the gallon. Round town, you're looking at about 34, 35 miles to the gallon. Would we have another one, another Kuga? Possibly, yeah. I think, you know, we're really impressed with it. It does the job. We've had no complaints from it. The only issue I would have would be the fact that next time I would want an automatic, and I'm not sure whether the automatic gearbox on the Ford Kuga would be up to the job or not. I need to do a little bit of research on that. So if you're out there looking for a tow vehicle, I could strongly recommend the Kuga. Like I said, we're really happy with it. There are lots of other vehicles out there. I think the key is to go out and do your research and you know, make sure that it suits every need that you've got. So hopefully that answers some questions for people who are looking to buy a Kuga, not a new one. Obviously, this is quite a few years older. Yes, we're happy with it. We'll probably have another one. So thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye. So we needed a bigger vehicle, and it tows it effortlessly. I can't even say that. Effortlessly. And it tows it